Well, going downgrade for downgrade with Leighton is the troubled retailer Myer. Its share price took another hit this week as it announced that its profit might be 15% lower than forecast. Well, Peter, the outlook for Myer's not looking great as well. Obviously, they've got some internal factors that they need to deal with, plus, of course, the very soft retail market here.
Well, it's in a tough market that's reliant on the consumer, and it's also carrying the handicap that's been brought about by the transition from private equity back to the public market. And when I say that, Myer is carrying, quite a hefty lease exposure, a highly leveraged exposure throughout the balance sheet, and that's a handicap that it has to carry in a tough environment. They're not alone. I mean, Fairfax to some extent, as we've talked about, is doing the same sort of thing, and there's a number of companies like that. So it's not an easy fix. I think it's fair to say now, perhaps after the event, that a lot of retailers in Australia have missed totally the online retail revolution, and they've been slow to fix that. And it's not an easy fix for Myer, as it isn't for a number of companies.
Too little, too late for Myers in terms of the online strategy?
Well, they face a priority change now, so whether they proceed with their store rollout plan at the same pace that they were planning, or they really do pile into the omni strategy.
Which is a cute word for...
It was a cute word for online.
We're late.
Yeah,
right.
Of course. Yeah, that's exactly right.
But it is. It's pretty scary for Australian retailers because there just isn't the appetite for people to go into the stores. They've been looking at the last... It doesn't matter how much they're discounting or putting on sales, people just don't seem to want to buy their products. They're putting the wrong products in the stores, the customer service isn't right. There are a lot of macro problems, and, we've heard CEOs waxing lyrical about all these external factors, but there's also fundamental problems with them. And like both of you said, they really missed the boat on the online, and they still are. And I just really question whether they've actually will be able to do it.
So the other question I've got with Myer, like a number of companies at the moment, is whether they should actually be making forecasts. I mean, again, they've come to the market with a forecast which is very much based around a big sale, and how you can make a forecast based around that, I think, is fraught with danger at the least. And, I think they'd be just better stepping back and not disappointing the market with a forecast if that's going to happen. And maybe it won't, but it is another bet that's perhaps a silly bet to be taking at this time.